Hi, this is Kim from Made by Mommy, and today I'm going to teach you how to make my ugly Christmas sweater charm using only a hook. Ugly Christmas sweater is an American phrase for any sweater in the holiday spirit. It's not an insult to call it ugly. To begin, you will need your hook and you will need the rubber bands and the colors you want your sweater to be. Start by constructing our two sleeves. Now if you'd like, you can make the cuff white like I did on this one, or you can make it the same color as the arm of the sweater. That's up to you. We're gonna take one rubber band and twist it around our hook twice so that there's then 3 loops on the hook. Then take 2 rubber bands in the color you want the sleeve to be, pull them tight, and push that tripled over band to the center. Fold over and then repeat 2 bands at a time, straight through, and again another 2 bands. And now we're going to go through with 1 band at a time because we're actually going to attach the arms of the sweater in 2 places. So 1, and then make a loose slip knot by pulling this side of the band through this side, and bring your hook back in these 2 bands, and another single rubber band coming through. Oop, my first slip knot popped, but I'll fix that. Make an identical sleeve to match it. The single rubber band, that's the cuff, going around twice. 2 rubber bands in the color you want the sleeve to be. Bring that to the center, fold over, and then 2 more in the sleeve color, 2 more in the sleeve color. Now we're going to do 1 at a time, creating a slip knot, and again a single band, creating a slip knot. So I've constructed our 2 sleeves with 2 single bands slip knotted at the top of each, and I'm going to set those aside until we're ready to add them to our sweater. So now for the bottom of our sweater, we're going to begin with a single loom band. Twist it around your hook once, and then add 2 rubber bands in the color you want the very bottom of the sweater to be, and then add 2 more, again in the color of the bottom of the sweater. But before reattaching this, we're going to add a band that's going to be used to connect the rows across. If you're a beginning loomer, use a contrasting color because it'll be easier for you to find. If you're an advanced loomer, match the color of the sweater so that it looks better from the side. Now that you have that, we're up to the bottom of the decorative stripy portion of the sweater. So I'm going to take 2 bands in a different color for that, and I'm going to add a connector band in the middle for this one too. And then our second decorative position. You'll want to use 2 bands. They can both be the same color or they can be 2 different colors. That's up to you. So add a connector band, but now before putting the other side back on, we're going to attach one of the sleeves. And we do that by opening up one of these slip knots and putting the hook through that single band, and then bringing the 2 bands that were on the sweater itself over the hook. So this is the side of our sweater with the sleeve partially attached. We're going to add another 2 bands in the color that matches the sleeve. Pull those through. We don't need to add a connector band here, but we do need to attach the other half of the sleeve. So you'll find that slip knot, open it up, bring those 2 bands that are part of the sleeve onto your hook, and then return the other 2 bands from the side of the sweater. And we've now got one side of our sweater constructed, and we're going to add 2 white bands here to represent either the collar or the hanger that your sweater is stored on. And now we're ready to construct the middle row of the sweater. We're going to want to pull our connector bands through so that they're all on this side for you, opposite the side of the sleeve. I go back to this first band, put our hook through, and then take 2 bands in the bottom color of the sweater, and then put your hook into the bottommost connector band, and then return the other side to your hook. Do the bottom stripe of our sweater, so I'm switching my colors here. Pull those through, catch that middle connector band, and put the other side back on. And now we're up to the top stripe, so I'm switching colors again. Pull those 2 through, catch the connector, and put the other side back on. And then for the top center of the sweater, you want 2 that match the primary color of the sweater itself. So I'm going back to red, and we're going to pull that through there. So now we have the center of the sweater completed. We're going to keep on working. We need to pull those connector bands out again. There's 1, 2, 3. And you'll see that helps the sweater take shape when you pull the 3 connector bands out. And we're going to go back again to this first loop. We're going to put 2 bands on for the bottom of the sweater. No connector band, because these are the ones that go off to the side. Then 2 more in the bottom of the sweater color. But these ones, we're going to catch that connector band and put the other side back on. And then the bottom stripe, whatever decoration you want. Pull 2 bands through, catch that connector band, and put the other 2 back on. And then the top stripe. Pull 2 through. I'm putting the connector band on first, and then I'm putting on one of the loops from the sleeve. So opening up that slip knot and bringing that onto my hook, and then finally returning these other 2 bands. And then we're going to go back to the primary color of the sweater, or the color of the sleeve. Pull 2 of those bands through. Once you've pulled those 2 through, we're going to attach this other single band of the sleeve right there. And then the other side goes back on, and we're ready to add 2 more white bands for the other side of the collar. So now we have a pair of white, a pair of red, and a pair of white. Your colors may be different, but it should be a similar pattern. We want to make the top of this look really neat. So instead of pulling a single band through all of these as they are, I'm going to very carefully take them off so that I can organize the order in which they go on. We're going to start with the collar bands from one of the shoulder, then get the pair of bands from the back of the other shoulder. Then the 2 bands from the center row of the sweater go on next. Then we take the bands from one shoulder again, and then from the other shoulder. So you'll see now, when you look at it from this angle, you've got the 2 bands from one shoulder on the outside, then next are from the other 2 shoulder, And then in the center is the stripe that comes up the middle of the sweater. And then we're just going to take one single band that's white, or whatever color you used for your collar, and pull it through all of those loops. Put both sides on your hook and create a slip knot by pulling this side of the rubber band through that side. And then you have an adorable Christmas sweater charm that you made using just your hook that you can use to decorate a gift, or you can put on your tree or attach it to your backpack, whatever you'd like to do with it. I hope you had fun making this charm with me today. I post Loom Band videos every Friday, and right now I'm posting daily videos on the days in between Fridays with toy reviews and other random fun. So I hope you'll check that out.
Today's edition to Made by Mommy Wall of Awesome is Currytan's 50 charms, including the whole alphabet.
You definitely belong on the Wall of Awesome. Thanks so much for watching all of those videos.
Bye bye.
See you tomorrow.